Thicker than the mud, it's a family affair. It's a family affair. Oh, the bear, oh, the bear.
Getting rich is not a fantasy. 500,000 families last year became millionaires, and over 80% of them are self-made. Look, are you tired of just getting by? Are you tired of worrying about money all the time? Have you given up on wealth as an option? What if you could get an exact strategy on how to get rich now? But we have that guide for you. Grant Cardone's Playbook to Millions tells you exactly how to become a millionaire and get rich. You're going to learn everything about how to manage your personal finances, the never-before-seen wealth creation formula, how to create a millionaire mindset, how to make millions in business, the top sales secrets, the secrets to closing the sale, learning about follow-up, which is the greatest sales secret, how to create a 10x super life, and how to stay motivated on your way to millions. With over 35 hours of content, and for the first 2,000 people that register, you'll receive a hard copy of the Playbook to Millions ebook. This is the program to get you rich now. If you want to get rich, if you want to get out of where you are and make more money, get your playbook on how to get there. Sign up now at playbooktomillions.com. That's playbooktomillions.com.
Being married to an entrepreneur is hard work, but it's worth it when it works.
You got your hands full every day like I do. You got kids, you got a marriage that you're trying to work, a business that you're trying to make work, and finding time for the kids, and keeping it spontaneous. Boy, that was good last night.
Oh, nobody teaches you how to manage a business or manage a relationship or marriage. Everybody's just trying to do the best that they can. The purpose of the show is to give you some tools on how to make the marriage and the business work. We don't do it perfect, but we're figuring it out.
Hey, welcome Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, at Instagram at Elena Cardone, at Snapchat at Elena Cardone. She's snapping, she's instanting. Hey, and you joining us today at the G&E show, appreciate it. Every Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we bring it to you. Call in today, 305-865-8668. Tell us what we're talking about today.
Today.
Come on, Daddy,
okay.
tell me.
Let me tell you a story, okay? Let me tell you a story, because everything's good with a story, right?
Oh yeah.
Saturday night, me and Elena go to a charity event. Okay,
yeah.
I had this unbelievable realization at this event.
Yeah.
There's only like maybe 200 people. How many people, Robert?
Yeah, like 200 people.
A couple hundred people there, okay? We raised $2 million.
$2 million.
There's only 200 people in the room, man, okay? Like that's a lot of money. I don't know if you know this, but do you know that 20% of millionaires don't do any charity at all?
How many?
20%.
Wow.
Of millionaires don't do any charity at all. None, zero.
Wow.
Don't even give a penny away.
That's because they only think about themselves.
I'm like, man, dude, the reason I have money is to help. So I'm looking around this room, right?
Say that again?
The reason I have money is to help.
I love that.
And I'm looking around the room and I'm realizing these people are like, I'll do 5,000, I'll do 1,000, I'll do 10. And I'm like, dude, I know how much money these people make. It's all freaking like
That's
this
a
guy's
lot
giving
of money.
Like, I watched one guy give.
That is a lot of money to
right?
give. Yes.
And I'm like, man, look how generous these people are. And they got people with a lot of money that won't give anything. So it just made me realize how important it is to get your money, your financial situation right. And I looked around the room and I'm like, there's only a couple people in the room that have any real financial solvency.
Yeah.
And everybody's giving out of their heart, man. They're giving out of like, and I'm like, you know
It's
what?
blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, even the people that have money, though, I think this is a misconception. People think people that have money, like it doesn't hurt them to throw out $100,000 or even 10 or 50,000, whatever the amount. No matter what, there's some psychological thing that goes on that hurts to part with it. You know?
Yeah. And so I
it
came
takes
in Monday,
courage. It really does.
In the realization that I had during this charity event, somebody needs to stop this. Got a call coming in. Just decline it. The thing that I learned from this charity event was, and I came in the office Monday, and you're gonna have to hit resume.
So the thing that you learned,
I walked into the office. I'm like, man, look how many people don't have their money right. So I came into the office Monday morning. I said, we're going to do an emergency webinar this week on how everybody can and should become millionaires. Today we're talking about how becoming a millionaire.
And one of the things that inspired you, if I can interject here for a second, was that the people who do give, you want to actually help them and arm them up so that they can get bigger and give more and like make them even more capable.
Yeah,
the
because
people with the good hearts.
I looked around the room and I'm like, look, I'm no more capable than anybody in this room. I'm no smarter than anybody in the room. I don't look any different than anybody in the room. Dude, I just codified it. I just figured out. I mean, we're going to be talking about it Saturday. I'm going to spend 2 hours talking about how I codified exactly, precisely, what would it take at 25 years old to go from broke to being in a financial situation that's indestructible. And I want to do that for you. Today, and one of the things I'm going to be talking about, dude, you got to get the family on the same page. It is going to go so much faster. I have made so much more money being married than when I was single, okay? Totally, like everything has gotten easier, okay? Because we're on the same page. So I believe, and I know Elena believes, dude, being a millionaire, getting there as fast as possible requires help and support and a family, right?
I think the number one thing that has to occur is that people have to get okay with stating the claims. I think a lot of people, for however, I at least speak for myself, the way I was raised was, you know, that somehow wanting too much or saying even a millionaire was like out in the clouds and just set goals that are attainable and don't talk about
Nobody
wanting
talked
too
about it.
much
Nobody
money
talked about it.
because then it makes you seem like you're ungrateful or a gold digger or whatever.
Greedy,
greedy,
terrible.
There's so much stigma.
See, in my family, nobody ever said get rich. Never, ever.
Never,
in fact,
never mentioned.
it was the reverse of that. You know, the doctor next door to us was wealthy, or at least they looked wealthy. They had a tennis court.
Small
I thought
town,
that tennis court was like 300 yards long. I went
Size
back
of
there
a
the other
football
day.
field.
I'm like, dude, that's nothing, you know. But the point is, my mom would tell me, like, she never said they were bad people, but she insinuated little things like
some jealousy or something about
dude,
them
it was
having
just weird,
somebody.
right? It was weird. Like, it was never like, go get money, get rich, have as much as you want. So what do you think? Do you think you would be better off if the husband and wife were on the same page? You know, if everybody was
that's a
pulling,
no-brainer, right?
Well, you think.
I'm good.
You know, a friend of mine here in the office came up to me and says, Grant, you need to bring up the fact that there's a breadwinner. Sometimes there's a breadwinner and then there's a sneak. The breadwinner wants to like, hey, we're saving our money, we're doing this thing, we're trying to get to a certain place, and then there's sneaky poo.
I am not sneaky. Don't insinuate me.
Man,
you
you
went
do-
and there's sneaky poo.
Dude, you do a little sneaky.
I am not
Sometimes you're a little
sneaky poo.
sneaky. Sometimes you're a little sneaky.
I'm not a little
Hey, give us a
sneaky.
call, 305-865-8668. We're talking about you, your family, and reaching a status of $1 million. This week I'm working on this ebook. Okay, I stopped everything I'm doing this week except our shows, and I'm creating an ebook, How to Become a Millionaire. I'm going to be doing this Saturday at 11 a.m. When we come back from the breakola.
Ooh.
Okay?
We've got a lot of callers.
We're going to take your callers. I want to know what's standing in your way to hit that first status of $1 million. By the way, did you know that there's a millionaire? If you took all the millionaires and dispersed them around America, there's enough millionaires in America to have a millionaire in every neighborhood in America.
Neighborhood or block?
One neighborhood on every block in America.
What?
Why aren't you on the block?
That seems like
Are you a blockhead? Stay with us.
Leave a mark in your neighborhood with a lasting impression. A professional landscape can deliver that and more. And the man to bring it to you is Steve Griggs. Awarded the National Best of Hows in Client Satisfaction in 2016 with clients such as Dr. Oz and the Palisade Center Mall in West Nyack. Steve Griggs is New York's best landscape designer. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. For more information, visit stevegrigsdesign.com. That's stevegrigsdesign.com. Trust, confidence, and results lay the foundation of any marketing campaign. At Rush Impact Marketing, we take pride in helping your automotive dealership generate more traffic, increase gross profit, and deliver a lifetime of results. Rush Impact Marketing is the #1 staffed event, direct mail, digital, and consulting marketing company in the automotive industry, with the sole intention of creating a solid and long-term relationship with each of our automotive dealership clients on a personal level. Grow your business, expand your name, generate more profits, utilize every social platform, every piece of mobile technology to get awareness out there about your dealership. Let us show the world who you are. Text SuperSale to 555-888 to get started today with your free market analysis. If you're looking to increase your sales and wanting to learn the techniques to become a master closer and increase your finances, then Cardone U will help you get there. Cardone U is an online sales training platform, the #1 sales training platform in the world, with over 1,500 interactive sales training videos that give you the exact steps on selling, closing, negotiating, prospecting, follow-up, and being motivated. With over 18 million lessons taken, Cardone U is the #1 online sales training platform in the world today. Also included in this package is new content for customer service, personal finance, mastering the cold call, and a weekly mastermind group where you get to ask your questions live. This $20,000 value is available right now for 90% off. Go to CardoneU.com, that's CardoneU.com, to register and get access right now. That's CardoneU.com.
Welcome back to the G&E Show. Last year, more than any other time since 2007, check it out, 500,000 households hit the millionaire status. Robert, were you in there?
No.
Josh, were you in there? Josh in here. John, were you in? Robert, come on, guys. When are we going to get our money right, folks? Listen to this.
Come on, man.
In America, there's 10.1 million households in America. 10.1 million households in America that have millionaire status.
But are these people owning their own business? I mean, come on. Of course.
The number of households in America worth more than 5 million is the highest ever.
I just set you up. I lobbed
I know
you up
you
a
did.
good
I know
one.
you
And
did.
you just like you.
One out of 16 households in America, $1 million status. Okay.
You want me to lob it up again?
Lob it up again.
Okay.
Lob it up. Yeah. Fluff it
but
up.
Of
Fluff it
course
up.
they're millionaires because they own their own businesses. I mean,
Only
there's-
1 out of 5 households in America own their own business that are millionaires.
What?
Only 1 out of 5. Only 1 out of 5. Here, I'll tell you where that came from. It came from a Boston research report. It's actually Boston Capital.
So 4 out of 5 work for somebody else and make $1 million?
4 out of I didn't say they make $1 million. I said they have a net worth of $1 million. 1 out of 5 millionaires in America own their own business. 4 out of 5 work for someone else. 70% of them work more than 40 hours. So the next time your spouse, the lazy one, says, "Why you work so much?" You'd be like, "Dude, read between the lines, okay? Get your freaking lazy ass up out of bed. Quit watching the shows. Quit telling me why am I working so hard." 70% of all millionaires in America work more than 40 hours a week, and 2/3 of all households that are millionaires,
Marinara.
2/3 of them have dual incomes. That means mama and papa. Now you guys don't know this.
Why is
'cause
it important? Why?
Elena has her own income.
Yes, I do.
Elena is out there freaking chopping wood. Y'all don't even see it. She does it magic.
I do.
She's got a magic
It
act.
just comes to me.
Okay, so we're talking about, do you want to become a millionaire? Have you and your spouse, you and your girlfriend, boyfriend decided to become millionaires in your own
Stake
right?
the claim, put the flag down and said, this is what we want to do. Get your purposes right. Say why.
We talked about that in the morning meeting. We
why?
talked about
Why should a family care about being a millionaire? I mean, I can
Come
come
up-
up with some
come up
reasons.
with
I'd
your
like
own
to hear
reason.
one.
Maybe you just want to buy nice cars and big watches and big houses.
Maybe you want to give back to your community.
Maybe you want to
charities.
send your kids to better schools.
Maybe you don't predict that someone in your family gets sick and you have to take care of them. It happens all the time.
Maybe
Bad
you're just a
things
greedy
happen
bastard.
to good people.
You're just so greedy. You're like, I just want the money for
You know?
myself, man. Dude, but hey, it's better. You would actually. It'd be better. I would love for somebody to say, I just want the money for myself. Yeah. Good. Then do it. That'd be better than being poor, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to give all the money away to charity. Maybe you want to resolve water problems or food problems.
In
okay?
Africa.
In Africa, or maybe in your own yard, or maybe in Baltimore, man. You don't
Or
have to go to
Flint,
another
Michigan.
country. Maybe you want to solve the water problems in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you want to give all the money. Maybe you just want to play a game. I'm going to become a millionaire and then I'm going to blow it all. I don't know, dude, but don't be poor. Come on. Don't be broke.
Poor is painful.
Anthony from Indianapolis, town of the 500.
I know because I've been there. Couldn't even afford it.
My man, Loud Radio
Come
is
on.
back.
Who's on? Is anybody on? Are we taking a call? Anthony, what you got?
What you got, Anthony? Talk to him like a Louisiana girl.
Darling, how you mama?
How your mama, darling?
He's there, just gonna
Okay.
Okay, turn your.
Yeah,
turn
I'm
your,
here.
Go ahead, bro. Turn your phone off, though. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Are we doing good, dog? Dude,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me
Well-
ask you this question.
Can you
though.
hear me?
Are you a millionaire? Are you a millionaire? You have to turn your phone up now, dude. See, you can't hear us if you can't turn it. You can't watch the show and talk to us too. Robin, you got to tell people turn when they come on. Okay. How about Medina? Medina from Jersey?
All right.
Medina. Okay, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Get your freaking communication skills. Okay, Medina, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Yes. Hello. How
Are you a millionaire, Medina?
Thank you for calling the
millionaire,
G&E
Medina?
show.
What's wrong?
They have to be having a hard time.
good? How are you?
I'm excellent.
I'm doing good.
What you got going on, Medina?
What you got going on, girlfriend?
No, I am. I'm not. I'm a millionaire in the making.
Millionaire in the making. Let me ask you, what did your mom and dad teach you about being a millionaire? Okay.
All right.
So you got to tell them.
I'm actually a television producer. I have a 18-year background in television.
That's awesome. Okay, Medina, this is what you need
They
to do.
didn't teach me a lot at all about being, a millionaire, independent financially.
Yeah.
I'm learning as I go
what
along now.
she's listening to the show to get the question, okay? So Robin, you got to tell her.
Okay.
Disconnect from the show and listen to us ask the question. Okay, you guys that are calling in, when you call in, make sure you're talking to us in real time because there's a bit of a lag between when you get the show and when we ask the question. So if you're watching the show on your computer and calling in, or you're watching on Facebook or Periscope or Grant Cardone TV, when you call in and I call your name out, talk to me through the phone, not through the
Computer or
computer
your device.
or whatever, okay? How about Justin in New York? Justin, how you doing?
No, we have Alex and Damon left.
Alex, how you doing from Washington, D.C., buddy?
Doing good. Actually, out in Richland, Washington, out on the other coast, but doing real well, sir.
Oh, welcome, man. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you calling the G&E show, my man. Hey, what did your parents teach you about being millionaires? Can you hear me?
We are having some technical problems today.
Alex, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah. What did your parents teach you about becoming a millionaire?
Well, I'll tell you what my parents
Yeah,
told me
tell
about
me,
me
tell
being a
me.
millionaire. Zero.
How about this? How about
my
this?
parents weren't millionaires when we were growing up because part of the reason I think they didn't know how. I don't think, I think my father.
Well, they didn't do it.
My father always wanted to be a millionaire. He always felt stymied in his life. He felt stuck. He didn't know how to even originate or start. Or
Yeah.
he would always try to do one thing and it just wouldn't. He tried to do real estate. He couldn't make sales. He tried to sell sportsmanship club. I don't know, and couldn't do it. Chamber of Commerce couldn't sell the memberships, whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't have tools. He didn't have, and then one failure led to another failure, led to I'm never going to do this, led to apathy. My mom had a nice government job, so she always worked her way up. But
So were they not on the same page then? I mean, really, from the financial, did you ever hear them talk about that? Did you ever hear them have a conversation?
no, my family we always kind of covered for my father and his inability to sustain the family.
And your dad's a good,
My dad
great,
is a
great guy. I love your dad.
But he, whether
Stay
it was,
with us, folks. We're talking about how to get your family on the same page to get yourself in a financial situation that can solve a lot of problems.
The fall is always the moment when you have to redefine yourself. Easy is not part of success. Easy is not part of life. When I was 33 years old, I faced the lowest point in my life. I was broke, I was battling demons of women, finances, alcohol, and drug addictions. And here I stand in front of you in the top 1% of car salesmen in the United States. Quitting was never an option for me. I keep pushing for my son, for my dreams, and what I'm attempting to create for my own life. My name is Mark Jennison, and this is the Comeback Corner. I was a millionaire twice, and I lost it all twice. And now I'm here to show you what it takes to come back and stand in the face of adversity, even if that adversity is yourself. This show is designed to prove that no matter how far you fall, no matter how great the defeat or failure, there's always a comeback. There's always an opportunity to redefine yourself, redefine who you are, and come back stronger, better, and faster than before.
To learn more about Mark and his story, check out markjennison.com. That's markjennison.com. and invest even with no money. Accessible anywhere at any time, let the industry experts teach you how to make millions in real estate. King of Flips University is a one-of-a-kind experience where you will be assigned a multi-million-dollar investor coach to help you get started on knowing how to invest in real estate. Learn the right markets, learn the right signs, and get well on your way to becoming an expert in real estate investing. Visit kingofflips.com. That's kingofflips.com to get started right now. Getting rich is not a fantasy. 500,000 families last year became millionaires, and over 80% of them are self-made. Look, are you tired of just getting by? Are you tired of worrying about money all the time? Have you given up on wealth as an option? What if you could get an exact strategy on how to get rich now? But we have that guide for you. Grant Cardone's Playbook to Millions tells you exactly how to become a millionaire and get rich. You're going to learn everything about how to manage your personal finances, the never-before-seen wealth creation formula, how to create a millionaire mindset, how to make millions in business, the top sales secrets, the secrets to closing the sale, learning about follow-up, which is the greatest sales secret, how to create a 10x super life, and how to stay motivated on your way to millions. With over 35 hours of content, and for the first 2,000 people that register, you'll receive a hard copy of the Playbook to Millions ebook. This is the program to get you rich now. If you want to get rich, if you want to get out of where you are and make more money, get your playbook on how to get there. Sign up now at playbooktomillions.com. That's playbooktomillions.com. How's yours? At Safe Credit Solutions, we dedicate our lives to ensuring you can get the life you want. Safe Credit Solutions are FICO certified consultants, and we are trained to be immediately at your service to find solutions and repair your credit. Our goal is to grow your credit, add stability, and accomplish the goals you want for your life. With month-to-month services and live monitoring of our progress, we can get results for you within 30 to 45 days. Visit safecreditsolutions.com. That's safecreditsolutions.com to get a free credit consultation from our expert team. And let's get you on the path to repairing your credit today. That's safecreditsolutions.com.
Welcome back to the G&E Show. This is the beautiful, phenomenal, my partner at Elena Cardone. My name's Grant Cardone. Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do a show called the G&E Show talking about family and business and when the two collide, right? Elena, what are we talking about today?
Yeah, well, today we're talking about how and the importance of becoming a family millionaire. Getting, why become a millionaire? If that is the decision, which I think we would all agree is, state the claim, go after it, get on the same page.
Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself will not stand. Listen to this. Every city or house divided against itself will not stand. Somebody asked me on the break, they said, hey, what do you do?
That's from Matthew, right?
That's from Matthew, right. Matthew 12,
Great
22,
quote. A house
28.
divided cannot stand.
Somebody asked me in the text messaging, Grant, what if hi, Michelle from Girl in there. No, that's not it. Steve, with two E's, by the way. Steve with two E's. How can I get my wife to listen to some millionaire mindset? How would he get?
Oh, I have a great idea. Baby, we're going on a road trip, playing something special, and pop it in. You listen to it
I
the
don't
whole
want to
way
listen
over.
to this. I want to go on a road trip. I thought we were going to be having fun. Now you got me listening to some garbage. Right? What are you going to do?
Well, let's talk about it.
You need to pull her over, have sex with her, and then tell her, dude, why are we doing this, man? So we can go on more trips, so we don't have to freaking go in a Honda Accord.
Pay now so you can pay later.
So
Although I like Honda Accord.
So next time we do this in a Phantom and we have a drop, we got a privacy shield. We don't have to pull over and I can hit it. I don't know. You guys got to sell this deal, okay? Because you're already sold on just getting by. Let's face it. Okay, just understand the numbers here, and I'm going to be talking about this on Saturday. In last year, just last year in 2015, 500,000 households in America became millionaires. These are not special people. They look like you. They drive cars like you. They have jobs like you. 1 out of 5 own their business. 4 out of 5 of those 500,000, 400,000, okay, had a job somewhere, and their household became millionaires. I guarantee you, the husband and wife, I guarantee it's going to be easier. It ain't going to be easy either way.
No, it's not going to be easy. That's what I wanted to say too, because I think the myth is like, oh, if my spouse gets on the same page with me, then everything's going to be easy, and that's what's holding me back. That's not always the
but
case.
It's going to be easier.
It will be easier, I guarantee you. But there are times when, he comes at me, he's got a lot going on. He wants to make this ebook special for the event.
Yeah.
And so he's maybe a little stressed out about it. And guess who bears the brunt of that?
You do.
In my world, I bear the brunt of that. And rather than fighting back, which, I am very capable of doing, sometimes I just have to zip it and go, you know what? Take one for the team and go, you know what? He's under a lot of stress. He's got to do this book. You know what? Let him hammer me for a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. That's why a family has to get on the same page. Be willing to have the quarterback yell at you and tell you, you suck, even when you don't.
Yeah.
Obviously. You know why? Because it helps him vent. He's going to be clear for the next play. I'm sharper. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not all hunky-dory. It's be there in the trenches.
How big of a role did your wife play in making you a millionaire? Well, I'll just tell you, I already had that status before I met her, but the role she's played in the last 13 years in our life to get me where I am today has been amazing. She does it different than I do it, and what she's saying right there is, I came home Sunday night from a charity event. We raised a bunch of money. We hit our goal. I walked in here Monday and said, we're doing an emergency webinar this week on how to become a millionaire. And Sherry's like, Grant, you have this. I said, we're doing it, Sherry. I don't care. I got a thing to go to tonight. I'm probably not going to go to the thing tonight so I can finish this ebook for you guys out there because I'm sick and tired.
We want to be surrounded by millionaires, people that want a better life for themselves, for their community.
Because I'm tired of picking up the bill at dinner. I want to go to dinner. I want to go to dinner, and John's like, "No, Grant, I'm buying tonight."
Like, come on, you know what?
And I'm like, "Bro, we have 6 bottles of freaking stupid wine, man." And he's like, "Nah, don't worry about it, man. Hold on, let me spill it, man. Let me get this one, G." I would love that. I know everybody would love to do that when they go to dinner with me. Grant, let me get this one, okay? Or Grant, let me get the jet fuel.
That's what That's my target. That's my target.
I'm like, go hit it, bro. There's
on,
10,000
Big
pounds. Jet fuel in a plane is so expensive, they don't even measure in gallons. They measure in pounds. Pounds, baby. Brett from Vancouver. Hey, Brett, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys?
Brett, my man, what's going on, brother?
Hey, excited about your webinar this Saturday, and previously Megan and I had taken the 10X Super Life program, and that was all about goal setting as a family.
Yeah,
and we've just always applied that. Is this particular thing we're going to buy or place we're going to go? Is it going to get us closer to that goal and status that we want, or is it going to be further away? And that's really how we make a lot of decisions in our lives.
So you you feel like it is a family affair, right?
Oh, it has to be. If we're not on the same page, man, you're drifting apart, and it creates more conflict than it does good.
Yeah. So how do you guys do that, man? Do y'all talk about it? Do you have meetings about it? Do you have a time to discuss it? I know me and Elena do.
Yeah, we sit down at least once a week and kind of map out, hey, what's going on this week? Is this going to get us closer to the goal? Is this going to get us closer to the freedom that we're looking for? How will it affect the kids? All those kind of things. And we do it on a weekly basis.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Brett, thanks for calling in, buddy. If you guys don't know Brett, man, you got to know this cat, okay? Awesome dude. Awesome dude, okay? Elena, so what he's saying is we're doing the right thing, buddy. Me and you meet every week. We sit down and have a little meeting. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the kids are there. The kids hear us.
The kids hear us plotting. The kids participate. Look, you know what? I just planned the kids' Sabrina's party.
Yeah.
I made all the arrangements. I sent invitations out. Guess this was yesterday. Today I find out we have to be in New York. Grant's doing a NASDAQ thing. You know what? I can't say, you can't go, or how could you miss the party? I go, you know what?
She did.
We're going as a group. I'm canceling the party. I got to make I got to send everybody and, change the date, but you know what? You got to do what you have to do as a family to push the other one's career.
Yeah, what's most important, man? A 6-year-old not having a birthday at home?
7.
Okay, 7, whatever. Okay, what does it matter? Okay, or do we go to NASDAQ because there was a cross thing? Elena didn't gripe, she didn't complain, she didn't say, "Why did you guys do this? Why did you do it on top of this birthday?"
I booked the birthday. and everybody
Instead,
knew
she's
it.
just like, hey, I'll make the phone call. The kids will come with us. We'll go do the NASDAQ thing. It's the greatest thing, man, because we're on the same page.
You know, in one year, I had the birthday party and he couldn't go. And you know what? So I came up with a creative idea. I gave one of your books out to all the parents and said, you know, and I told Sabrina, hey, Papa's going to take you. We're going to have movie day. You know, I covered his base. Even though honestly I was disappointed. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this birthday by myself. But you know what? I'm looking at, you know, how we as a family can support each other. And
Dude,
the kids
we were
are
going to
involved
go
in
on a
that.
cruise together, a cruise to Disney, and I had something else I could do.
We've already told the Disney story.
They hadn't heard the Disney
doesn't
story,
need to be.
dude. Yes, dude, you can do the Disney story.
You can do
more
the
than one
Disney
time,
story
of
more
course,
than one.
man.
We can stretch it out.
Dude, come on, man.
Tell the
Please,
truth
please,
about the
please,
Disney
please.
story,
Okay,
though.
so the point is, folks,
The
get
Disney
everybody
cruise, never, ever, ever would you let somebody like him go on a Disney cruise.
I want you to join me Saturday, okay? Because this ain't about Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. This is about serious stuff. How you and your family can, should, and must become millionaires.
You know, and what does that mean? And what is your role? And look at it like as a family unit. You know, somebody asked me once, you know, like they have, or someone on the comments said, you know, my wife and I have separate accounts. We share the bills 50-50. Let's face it, when we first got together, I couldn't share the bills 50-50. I was in no, you know, he was already a millionaire and I was, you know, working on it, but, you know, I couldn't live in the home we were gonna live in, you know? You laugh at me, you mock me, but it's true, you know what? So I was like, you know, ain't gonna happen. I ain't paying 50-50 no matter how much I want you.
But you know what she did do? She chipped in where she could.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Where could I put in the exchange? How could I help him, you know?
Dude, we would go to dinner in LA, okay? There was no way. She was an actress. There was no way she couldn't. She was having trouble making her rent. I mean, truth be known.
I did pay for our first dinner date.
You know what she would do? I'm getting the dinner. And I'd be like, wow, man, that's awesome, man. Okay, let me get the tip, Grant. I mean, that's contribution. It shows that somebody's on the same page. So what can you do? Here's somebody.
And a thank you goes a long way.
Flint from Chicago. Parents have to be more transparent about their family finances. What it takes, cost of life, the good and the bad. Ignorance and protecting kids from this does too much damage. My 6-year-old, my 4-year-old have already been ingrained. Money is important. You need money. I'm going to give you some money for something you did. It's your job to protect it. Okay, if you don't protect your money, it can go away. Let's talk to Demond from Atlanta.
Hey.
Yes, what's going on? Let's change to black in the future.
How y'all guys doing?
Good. How y'all doing, man? Come on, don't ask me how I'm doing. How y'all doing?
House.
Okay, so I got a few things for you guys. All right. Grant, when you guys were first starting out, you were about 25. You remember in the scope, you said that.
Yeah.
You guys were your guys married?
No, we weren't married. No, I didn't get married till I was.
I didn't meet you
50,
until you were 44.
45. Yeah, 44, 45.
Okay, so this is going to get a little personal then.
Go ahead, man.
So, did you believe, Alana? Did you believe in his? You couldn't have believed in his vision before you met him. And see, that was going to be my next question. Did you believe in his vision before he got started? See, what I'm finding that with my wife, it's hard to get her to believe in the vision that I'm having right now. Although I see it, I know it, I can touch it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to dominate my space. I already know it. But getting her to believe in that vision is hard.
Yeah, dude, you know, but look, you got to sell it, bruh. You guys got to take the time to sell your spouse. Because if you don't sell her, okay, or him, then you're going to have somebody that wants to go on a boat and somebody that wants to go on a plane. That trip isn't going to work. That trip is not going to work out. Y'all always like, I want to stay home, I want to go to work.
I find that, you know, what helps build the trust, though, is like even if you fail at your mission or whatever your goal was, but if someone can look at someone and go, you know what, they gave it their all, they worked hard, they're honest, their integrity, though, right? You know, they hustled, they made the extra calls, then it gives more strength to go, you know what, I'm going to back this horse. You know, it didn't win that race, but I'm backing him for the next race. How can we train? How can I help? How can, you know, so a lot of it has to do with the person. But, you know, do they do what they say? Or are they going to the club and getting drunk? I mean, these things develop like, I don't trust him.
Or are you guys on the same wrong page? You know, are you on the same wrong page? Okay, you're like, we got to save our money. We got to save every little thing. We can't spend $49. Dude, you're on the same wrong page. Both of you guys are thinking about poverty every day. Okay, we can't go to that movie. We got to go to a matinee movie where we save $3.
But don't you think a little bit of that in the beginning until you start,
No, wrong. No. Nobody has a $3 problem. Nobody has a $49 problem. Nobody has a $400 problem. If your problems are that small, that's your mommy and daddy talking, man. That's why your mommy and daddy didn't make it. Okay, by the time they did make it, by the way, the average millionaire in America is 62 years old. I don't want to wait till I'm 62. You guys want to wait till you're old? No. Old and wrinkled? No. Tired? No. Can't get the thing? Dude, I don't want to wait till then, okay? 80%, let me see the number. Let me just share this number with you, because this is what you want to know, man. Have you even done the research on who is and who isn't, what they did, what they didn't do, what the stats are, okay?
How many of the millionaires, this is,
Average age of millionaires, 62 years old.
We said that. How, if you were going to guess.
I did say that.
If you were going to guess the millionaire.
Yeah.
How many of the millionaires do you think actually invest in their own education to bettering and helping themselves?
I mean, the numbers, the prolific. I studied, I learned, I read, I studied other people, I got coaches, I got mentors, I bought programs. See, if you're worried about $4, you're just going to be old and rich. You're not going to be, look, last year, we're making unicorns now. We're making the youngest unicorns, billionaires.
Billionaires is another code word for unicorn?
Yeah. Okay. We're talking about 25-year-old, more 25-year-old billionaires ever than the history of the planet, man. So I'm a guy that came from nothing, okay? Zero, broke. Dad's dead. My mom doesn't know anything except how to clip a coupon. And Grant Cardone takes 30 years and becomes a hectamillionaire, okay? Look it up. You can too, though. That's the important thing. But you want somebody on the same page with you, man. I was in a relationship with a girl once. She didn't want all this. I was in a serious relationship with a woman, didn't want all this stuff. She didn't want to push and grind and fly private. I'm like, dude, I love you. You're wonderful. And I did love these women, okay? Not as much as I love Elena, but I did love them. And the sex was good. That. Okay, but the point is they didn't want to go where I wanted to go, so it was like pulling me apart. I'm trying to go here, they're trying to go there. Okay, even when they went with me, it was like pulling them along.
Oh, I know. So what do you do if you're in a marriage and then you discover this?
You need to say, hey, dude, we said through thick, thin. What's the whole pitch? To the end of the world.
To rich, poor, sick and
poor, and die, and death, and
we didn't use those.
Yeah, well, you need these guys to have a conversation.
I was like, you better be on all the time.
What is the pitch?
It's like in sickness and in health.
Sickness and health. Well, we're sick financially, bitch. We are sick financially. Sickness and in health, and let's work it out, okay? It doesn't say sick. Sit down with her and say, look, let's confront the freaking boogeyman here, man.
Yeah, it ain't easy.
We are poor. We don't have any money, okay? The number one reason for bankruptcy in America is a health incident, okay? It's not that you spent too much money at Bloomingdale's. You had a freaking one health incident that was unrecoverable. You didn't have enough money and it wasn't covered by the healthcare thing, okay? Chris, what's up, buddy? Chris, you married?
No, I'm not married.
Dude, how old are you, man?
I'm 25.
Dude, at 25 years old, I made a decision. I'm going to get rich. Have you made the decision?
I'm going to get rich. I already know that.
You do? What'd your parents teach you about money, Chris?
Honestly, my parents didn't teach me a lot about money. I've been on my own since I was 16.
Yeah, you've been on your own since 16.
But first and foremost, I do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Dude, that's awesome, man. It's our pleasure to talk to you.
Absolutely. Well, I just have a quick question for you. I'm a gym trained MMA fighter. I have a fighter right now who has a perfect record. He has all the tools and the essentials. And I'm trying to do this to build a career for my life and my family as well. Number one, I do have a daughter who is 6 years old.
Wow, congratulations.
I'm pretty much just looking for an idea for the right tools and essentials on what I need to do.
Yeah, so you want to talk to that, Elena, or you want me to?
Yeah, well, first of all, you're doing a seminar
on
Saturday.
Have you joined my seminar on Saturday, our live webinar?
I will.
Yeah, dude. When you get done, when I hang up with you, go to
GrantCardone.com/millionaire.
Millionaire. GrantCardone.com/millionaire. It's $49. It's going to be a live event. It'll be 2 hours with me on camera, and I'm going to literally sit down and walk through what you have to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to make a decision. It sounds like you already have. Sounds like you made a decision. But the decision, what decision? I want a lot of money. I want a good job. What decision have you made? That's what we're going to do Saturday is clarify people's decision. Is it $1 million? Is it 100 grand? Is it 10 million? Is it 100 million? Dude, all you got to do is make the decision, folks. First thing you make a decision.
I have $80,000 on my wall right now.
You got how much?
I have $80,000 a month on my wall.
Okay, $80,000 a month. Okay, good. Because that's $960 a year. All right. So that's awesome, dude. Okay, yeah. But understand this: Uncle Sam's going to whack you for half of that, so now you're down to 40. So you're going to come up about 50% short of your goal.
Mm-hmm.
So what you ought to do is just change the damn goal. You're just making shit up anyway, and just change it to 80 grand a week. See, now this is what happens to people, man, when they're like 80 grand a week, dude. I'll never do that. Well, okay, there you go. See, that's the decision you just made. Man, that's impossible, man. No, it's not. You'd want to back into the deal and say, wait a minute, is there $80,000 a week on this planet? Then you got to locate where the 80K is. I'm giving you an abbreviated, what we're going to do Saturday over 2 hours. Where's the 80 grand? Who's got the 80 grand? How do I get in front of the people that got the 80 grand a week? Because somebody got that money.
Who's got my money?
Money is printed, it is made. You and I decide how much we get based on how we think and what we do, and whether or not we can see that plan through. I have seen a lot of my plan through over 32 years, which takes tremendous discipline, okay, tremendous persistence, and like this. Elena will tell you, like I'm like this all the time.
All the time.
You know?
Whether we're on a date, in a restaurant, it's all the time. And you know what? I'm okay with that because it's what I want. Our goals are the same.
Yeah. And when I met her, I said, look, I'm going to change your life, dude. And you're going to change my life. And we're going to change each other's lives together. We're going to have unbelievable life together. I can't do it without you. You're not getting there without me. I know that for sure because I know what I'm worth.
I agreed to that at that point.
George from Washington. You guys got to get your family members on the same page. Mom, dad, uncle, brother, sister, the people around you, whoever you're sleeping with, man. Sex once a month with a person that's not on the same page. Y'all need to communicate more than you have sex. That's for sure. And I know some people not talking about money. They don't talk about money with their spouse. They have sex more often than they talk about money with their spouse. Go ahead, George.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Come on, man. Bring it, brother. Bring it.
We're going to take it to the next level.
Drop some wisdom on us, man.
Hey, Grant, you know what? I was looking over the pitch videos, and my pitch video is not in there, and I was ready to take your money, man, to donate it to
Dude, all I can tell you, did your pitch suck?
I did pitch.
Did it suck?
No, hell no, it didn't suck.
What's your name? What's your name, dude? I'm gonna go look at your pitch right now. I'm gonna tell you if it sucked or not. Okay?
Jorge Medina. I was ready. I already had the semi packed up because I was gonna take your order not for one.
You know who this guy is?
Semi.
Did he have a good pitch? He did. Why didn't he make it? Let me go see, man.
Go check it out. And the other thing.
Oh, he did the fire, dude. Did you do the fire?
And the green screen and all the.
Was that?
Did you do the fire in the water pitch?
Did I do the what? I can't hear
the fire, dude. What was your? Give me your pitch right now.
Fire, not fire. It's fire.
Hey, my pitch is simple. My pitch is that everyone is pitching you a glass of water so you can drink it while not knowing what is it that you want the water for. And the important thing here is that your time, every single minute of your time, it's worth much more than $1,000. So why waste time?
Yeah, dude, that was your pitch. What? Tell me what I was looking at when you did your pitch, because that doesn't sound that good.
Did it involve fire?
Yeah, did it involve fire? How do I pull the guy's name up?
It did not.
Maybe you can show me, Robert, how to pull it up. So, dude, we'll find out, man. But let me just tell you this, okay? If it didn't make the cut, bro, it's because the pitch sucked.
It doesn't necessarily mean it sucked. Maybe somebody did a little better.
Or it didn't suck, and you didn't call my office and the people that went through and picked all these. I looked through every one of them. I looked at over 700 videos, man. Sometimes I'd start them, I'd be like, that's terrible, man. The lighting's awful. This guy can't even talk. Sounds like she's got something in her mouth. Okay? And that'd be like click, 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 click. So, dude, you got a responsibility to make sure. I'm going to go look at your pitch right now because you're calling me. This is what you should have done before we freaking picked. You should have called in and said, hey, who's picking over there, man? Who's the picker? Is this it?
Who's the picker?
Lucky number 7?
No, that's not it. I gotta get it for you.
Okay, who's the damn picker, man? I want to talk to the picker. I'll tell you a story. We went to do a Periscope event.
New York.
And what's his name? The guy that had the gut job done.
Oh, Al Roker.
Al Roker was going to be there. He's going to interview me and 4 other people. I said, Sherry, you call Al Roker's office and tell him, because he's going to be interviewing 5 people, you tell Al Roker and his guy, whoever his handler is, that Grant Cardone's coming in. Okay, you see right here? Send him a picture of me. Send him my net worth. Tell him I'm a hectamillionaire. Hecta.
Soon to be multi-hecta.
Soon to be a billy killer, okay? You tell him, you tell Al Roker, guy had his gut removed, you tell him that Mr. Hector don't want to be treated like these mectas.
These singulars.
Okay, so when you see my face, you see this face? When you see my face, dude, Al Roker, you had your gut removed.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
That's what I remember about him. Okay, you make sure
Anyway.
you treat Mr. Hector different. So you guys, that's part of the deal. Oh, Jose, dude, he did make it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what you been? No,
No,
dude,
not
that's not
Jose.
his
That
name
was
though. That's
Jorge.
Jose
That was
Hernandez.
George.
Oh, it's a different one? Then I have it.
This is Jorge Medina.
Okay, look, Jorge Medina, we're going to figure it out for you, brother. Okay,
Jorge
look, folks,
somebody.
the rest of you out there, okay, all of you that are commenting, you're calling in, you're talking to us, you're communicating, you're digging on us, okay? Look, you want to be a millionaire? What they need to do, mama?
They need to go to
No, you need to make a decision.
grantcardone.com.
No, you don't. You need to make a decision.
Make a decision.
Number 2.
Go to grantcardone.com/millionaire.
No, number 2. You need, the number 1, make a decision. Number 2. Okay, number 2, set a target. Number 3, you need
Go
to
to
add
grantcardone.com/millionaire.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Okay. Hey, you guys quit screwing yourself. You keep screwing yourself. You're screwing yourself around, man, not getting your money game right, folks.
Okay, what's number 3?
People are out there. Number 3 was go to
grantcardone.com/millionaire.
Okay. Saturday, I'm going to do a 2-hour event with you. Okay. And let me tell you about this. This event will never be played again. Okay, in its format. This will be a live event. My goal is to make this a legacy event. So that 50 or 75 years from now, people are going to be like, on May 15th, is it May 15th or 14th? What day is that?
This Saturday
Yeah.
is the 14th.
May 14th, 2016, I sat with Grant Cardone on a Saturday morning, and he delivered your path. I'm going to deliver your path to becoming a multimillionaire. I promise I'm going to do that for you. And you're going to look back 25 years from now or 30 years from now, and I'll be dead by then.
No.
And you're going to be like, dude, I was with that guy
People
that
are
day.
living
Okay.
a lot older these days.
Baby, you know you're ready
You're
to
not
get
up.
rid of me.
Oh, that is BS.
Come on. You know you're ready. Come on, get on the same page.
There you go.
Okay, so look, I want you to be there. It's grantcardone.com/millionaire. I promise you I'm going to deliver. This is going to be an epic event. Congratulations to everybody that has joined already. I'm going to have an ebook for you. All I'm doing between now and Saturday is working on this ebook. I'm literally codifying what I did, laying out the exact route, the mistakes I made, what worked, what didn't work. Let's get there, folks. Let's get there, man. You should be flying private. If not, you should be buying the fuel in my plane so we can go on a trip somewhere. Robert?
Yes.
Can't just keep bringing your damn camera. Okay. All right, Elena, you're the best, baby. What we got coming up? Tomorrow, Young Hustlers at 12.
Young Hustlers.
Cardone Zone, 12 o'clock Friday. Saturday, 11 a.m.
grantcardone.com/millionaire.
We're going
ebook.
to New York. I just had somebody buy me 2 tickets to Jay-Z.
What row?
And PDD.
What row?
Row 1.
Center,
row 1. He gonna be spitting on me. He
Mary
gonna be
J.
like, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that.
It's a bad boy reunion. There's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of people there. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Also, the following
Row
Monday,
1.
I'm gonna be on NASDAQ, ringing the bell, dog. Okay, ringing the bell. I'm gonna ring
You
your
can
bell.
ring my bell.
Mastermind too.
Okay. Mastermind today, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. today. If you're on CardoneU.com, if you're on our online platform for sales training, join us for a mastermind at 2 p.m. today. It'll be 20 minutes long. We'll answer your questions. Hey, God bless you guys. Be great. Get your spouse on the same page. If you can wish for one thing in your life, man, wish for this and then make it happen. Sleep with somebody that is on the same page as you are financially. Okay? Because it's not enough just, we're going to have fun, we're going to have a great time. Dude, you got to get your finances right, otherwise you're not going to have a good time.
You have to be best friends too. I mean, if you're going to go through life, if it's going to be the PFL, the partner for life, best friends.
But it ain't a fantasy, folks, okay? Okay, the prince ain't going to find your slipper. He going to find the slipper, it's going to be at the damn store, and you don't want one pair. You want a bunch of glass slippers. Let's keep it real, because those feet of yours are getting bigger every day. Okay, thanks a lot for joining us.
I don't know what that meant.
Getting rich is not a fantasy. 500,000 families last year became millionaires, and over 80% of them are self-made. Look, are you tired of just getting by? Are you tired of worrying about money all the time? Have you given up on wealth as an option? What if you could get an exact strategy on how to get rich now? But we have that guide for you. Grant Cardone's Playbook to Millions tells you exactly how to become a millionaire and get rich. You're going to learn everything about how to manage your personal finances, the never-before-seen wealth creation formula, how to create a millionaire mindset, how to make millions in business, the top sales secrets, the secrets to closing the sale, learning about follow-up, which is the greatest sales secret, how to create a 10x super life, and how to stay motivated on your way to millions. With over 35 hours of content, and for the first 2,000 people that register, you're receiving a hard copy of the Playbook to Millions ebook. This is the program to get you rich now. If you want to get rich, if you want to get out of where you are and make more money, get your playbook on how to get there. Sign up now at playbooktomillions.com. That's playbooktomillions.com.